Lust. It begins as a whisper, a passing thought, a fleeting desire, but left unchecked. It becomes a fire that has burned even the greatest men in the Bible, God's chosen, prophets, kings, warriors, and it still destroys lives today. David was a man after God's own heart, Acts 13:22. He was the slayer of Goliath, a worshiper, and Israel's greatest king. But one evening, lust crept in. 2 Samuel 11 tells us the story. David saw Bathsheba bathing. He didn't look away. He stared. Then he sent for her, slept with her, and when she became pregnant, he arranged for her husband, Uriah, to be killed in battle. What did it cost him? His integrity, his peace, and the life of the child born from that sin. Lust turned a mighty king into a murderer. It didn't start with murder. It started with a second look. Samson was chosen by God before birth, a Nazirite, a man with supernatural strength. But Judges 16 shows us how he fell. He loved a woman named Delilah, and she sold him out for silver. He told her the secret to his strength, his uncut hair, and in his sleep, his strength was taken. He became a blind prisoner, a clown in the enemy's palace. Lust blinded Samson long before they ever gouged out his eyes. Solomon wrote about the dangers of lust. He said, "Can a man scoop fire into his lap without his clothes being burned?" Proverbs 6:27. Yet 1 Kings 11 tells us that Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. Most of them worshipped other gods, and Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, was pulled away from the God who gave him that wisdom. His heart was no longer fully devoted to the Lord. The enemy doesn't need a sword to destroy you. He just needs lust. One click, one text, one compromise. Jesus warned in Matthew 5:28, "Anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart." Lust isn't just physical, it's spiritual. It invites destruction into your soul. But there is hope. David repented in Psalm 51. "Create in me a clean heart, O God." Samson, even in blindness, cried out to God, and God heard him. In his final moment, he destroyed more enemies than he ever had before. If lust has wounded you, it doesn't have to define you. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will provide a way out." Lust may whisper, but God's word roars. You are not a slave to your desires. You are a child of the King. Guard your eyes, guard your heart, and run from sin like your soul depends on it, because it does. Let David, Samson, and Solomon remind you, lust can destroy a legacy, but repentance can restore a soul.